Hey you guys, it's Dr. Clark, and I don't know where you are, but I'm in Florida, and it's beautiful. It's 77. I got all the doors and windows open, so there might be some traffic noise that you're hearing. Hopefully there's no super crazy loud stuff, but we will have to try to moderate that out. But welcome, it's Friday. We're going to do a quick flow so that we can just take all the stress of the week, throw it out, and turn up our Friday vibes. So I hope you're in a good place. I hope you're ready for a stretch. I've been doing a lot of running and biking this quarantine and coronavirus and just trying to keep up my cardio. So my thighs are pretty worked out from the week. So we're going to do some stretching to really lengthen our legs, open our hips, and that's kind of my intention for class today. So thank you for joining me. Come to your seat, close your eyes. We're going to start to work on our breathing. Right? Remember, when you're breathing, try to do a slight engagement of the muscles of your pelvic floor. So when I say that, I just mean try to very slightly engage those muscles that you would use if you were trying to be sure you made it to the bathroom on time. So you hold those just slightly. It provides a seal or a lock at the base of your body. And as you inhale, it helps that oxygen fill and lift, which is really our goal. And when we think about our chakras that line up along our spine, we can have this nice alignment from our root to our crown if we do that slight engagement and breathe and lift and get all this really good flow. So as you inhale, as you exhale, just let go of the week, let go of the chaos, let go of the stress. Take these next few moments all for yourself. Close your eyes, continue your breath. Know that as you're breathing and you're physically aligning your body, you're physically aligning your spine, you're physically aligning your energy, your mind. It's much more than just a pose. It's much more than just a breath. It's everything. Maybe a few more inhales and exhales as we just come to our intention. We're not going to sit for too long. We're going to move. Good. With your eyes open. Inhale, reach. Gaze up with those thumbs. Exhale, hands heart center. One more big sweeping arm reach all the way to the tippy top. Tilt your chin up. Exhale, hands heart center. Good. I want you to come pretty quickly into a stretching position. So I still have a little cushion underneath my hips. I want you to stretch your legs out in front of you. The cushion under the hips puts me in a nice anterior pelvic tilt, keeps my spine aligned. We're going to work on doing a little bit of a forward fold. So since we're not real warm yet, bend your knees. Maybe put a block under there to keep them nice and supported. Inhale, reach, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold, hinging at your hips. So I'm not super warm yet. I'm not going really far. So when my hinge has gone as far as it can go, and that's limited by the length of your hamstrings, then you just drape your arms down on your legs. Let go of your head and your neck. Let your chin tuck slightly. Maybe you're gazing down at your knees. Just do your breathing here, inhaling and exhaling, still keeping that pelvic floor slightly engaged. So that as you inhale and you exhale, you're really filling those lungs, you're lifting your heart, you're broadening across your collarbones. As you inhale, lift up, arms come out to the side, exhale, twist to the right. So my legs are still straight. I bring my left hand to the outside of my right knee, my right hand is behind me, gaze over your right shoulder, flex your feet, exhale, come back through center. Inhale, lift those arms out to the side, palms up. Exhale, twist left. So left hand behind, right hand on the outside of that left knee, gaze over your left shoulder. Good. Inhale, bring your gaze back to center. Exhale, pull your legs up closer towards you. We're going to move into butterfly. So with your feet together, let your knees fall out to the side. And if that does not feel comfortable, you can put blocks under your knees. You can also still be sitting on a block. Wrap your hands around your ankles, bringing your feet close towards your bottom where you're sitting. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. So again, we're hinging at the hips. And if your grasp is around your feet or your ankles or your toes, you can pull yourself a little bit deeper into this pose. And however far your hips let you hinge, then you just relax your head and your neck, relax your shoulders, let those hips fall open, maybe even use your elbows to push those legs down and open your hips even more. While you're forward folded in your seated butterfly, just turn your chin to the right. As you exhale, chin comes back down straight. On your inhale, turn your chin to the left. Inhale, bring it down straight. Roll that spine all the way up. I want you to come into your kneeling. So I'm going to just show you on the profile. We're on a tall knee. Okay? So you can either flex those toes so that they're tucked under, or you can have your feet out flat, whatever feels good to you. I have my knees together so they're touching, and I'm going to tuck my toes. Okay, so we're going to kind of do a little bit of breath work here and work on opening up our spine here. So I want you to inhale, bring your shoulders, roll them up. Exhale, and roll them down and back in your pocket. Inhale, shoulders come up. Exhale, roll them back and down. Make your arm circles bigger. Inhale, arms come straight up. Exhale, they cactus out and down, and then drop your hands to your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop your elbows down, and then hands drop to your side. Good, one more. Reach up. Exhale, bring in cactus down. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of a cat and cow stretch here. So as you inhale, broaden across your shoulders. You're going to tilt your tail so that your anterior doing a pelvic tilt, broadening across your spine. And as you exhale, I want you to round your arms in front, tuck your pelvis under. So inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open, come up nice and tall. Exhale, round. Good, you can lean back a little bit. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach your arms up. Hands come into prayer mudra, bend your elbows, bring your hands to the back of the nape of your neck. You'll feel a stretch in your tricep muscles. Keep your pelvic floor engaged. Keep those toes tucked. We're going to do a nice stretch for our foot. So you're going to sit back on your toes right now. So depending on how tight those quads are, you might feel a stretch in the front of your quads. You're most definitely going to feel a stretch through your feet. And I still feel it in my triceps. So this is getting a whole bunch of body parts all at once. On your next inhale, come back up to tall kneel, stretch your arms up. And as you exhale, I want you to drop your right arm back, left arm up. So maybe it's to a block, maybe it's to your heel. Push your hips forward as you reach that left arm up towards your ear, arching that back. Inhale, come up nice and tall, hands meet at the top. Exhale, float your left hand down to your left heel, right arm up. So this is a nice front opener. We're stretching across our hip flexors. You can twirl that wrist up at the top. Inhale, come back up towards the top. Exhale, sit back down on those feet. Tuck your hands again behind you, tricep stretch. Close your eyes. If you haven't already set an intention, go ahead and do that now. Let go of your week. Grateful for the time you have right now. We're going to lengthen and strengthen your body, and in doing that, we're going to open your mind and your heart. Inhale, come on back up to tall kneel. One more twist. Exhale, bring that right hand down, left arm up, bringing your left arm towards your ear. Inhale, come up nice and tall. Exhale, rotate to the left side. Okay, so it's just a different way to open up our spine and get it moving and flexing and extending and rotating. Inhale, come up nice and tall. Exhale, come down, tabletop. So tabletop position, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Go ahead and stretch those toes out long. We just did a lot of stretching with them. I want you to, on an inhale, extend that right leg behind you. Extend your left arm long. Just a couple things here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Pull that belly in around your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Reach back. Grab your foot. You're going to pull your heel towards your bottom. So we're stretching across the front of your right hip. And the more extended your right hip is, the more stretch you get across the front of your hip and your knee. When you've had enough of that, keep a hold of your foot, extend your arm long, press your foot into your hand, maybe flip your grip so it moves into a shoulder stretch, and come back to all fours. We're going to do the other side. Inhale, lengthen your left leg, lengthen your right arm, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Notice this is a very similar cat and cow lengthening and rounding of your spine. We're just a little more active through our core and a little more engaged. Last one, lengthen. Bend that foot, grab onto it, bring your heel close towards your bottom. And the more you extend that hip, the more you stretch across the front of it. The closer your heel is to your bottom, the more you stretch across your quad. And when you've had enough of that, flip your grip. Keep a hold of your foot though, extending your foot into your hand, opening your right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, tabletop. Good. This time, inhale, lengthen that right leg behind. As you exhale, step it through. So we're going to be in a low lunge. You can press up onto those back toes. You can have a block here to help lift you up. So in your low lunge, the goal is that your spine is long. So again, from my crown to my root is a straight line. My back leg, if you're up on your toe, is activated. If you're down on your knee, you can have those toes extended and you get a little more of a hip drop. So we're all going to meet you there in just a second, but we're starting here in our runner's lunge. I want you to leave your left hand down, extend your right arm up. So have a nice twist here. Back leg is active. You're bringing your belly towards your right thigh, compressing those inner organs. Twist out that right arm. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back to your runner's lunge. Go ahead and drop that left knee. Extend your left foot. Okay? Inhale, lift your heart, lift your arms. So we're in Anjaneyasana, but your back knee is down because what we're trying to do is stretch across this left hip flexor. So we don't need to be up on that back toe right now because we're stretching that left front thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring your hands down inside your right foot. Walk your right foot out. Put your weight on the lateral border of your foot, which is the pinky toe side of your foot. So we're preparing for lizard lunge. So your hands are inside your right leg is falling out to the side or externally rotating, and you're on the pinky side or lateral border of your foot. This might be enough. If you want a little bit more and you have the room, you can come down to blocks or your forearms. It gives you a deeper stretch in the front of your left hip, and it pushes you into more external rotation of your right hip. So just find a place where you can be and you can breathe for a few breaths. And when you're ready, you're going to walk your hands back in. You're going to bring your right leg just up so that it's square and holds you to balance while you reach back and try and grab that left foot. If you can't reach it, you can lasso it with a strap. But you're going to try to relax into that left hip, drop your hips, let that right hip go open. Inhale, put your foot down, frame your front foot. Exhale, step back, you're in plank. Lowering yourself all the way down to the mat. Lengthen your toes. Inhale, press new cobra. Exhale, come back down to the mat. One more cobra. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Maybe press into an up dog if that feels okay. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so we're going to prepare ourselves for the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step it through low lunge. Okay, so we're doing the same sequence. Maybe we're getting into it slightly different, but no big deal. We have 2 blocks. My other one's just way across the room right now, but you can use those. Remember, we want a long spine, and in this case, I have my right toes tucked, so I'm lengthened from the crown all the way to my root, all the way to my toes. Okay? When you're ready, place your right hand on the ground inside your left foot, twist to the left, extend your left arm. So I like to, when I twist, make sure that my abdomen is coming close to this left thigh, that my chest is rotated, that my heart is lifted so my left arm can come up long. Gaze up at those fingers. Exhale, come back down, low lunge. Drop your back knee, extend your right toes, engage your pelvic floor, lift your heart, lift your arms, Anjaneyasana with your knee dropped, because I want you to lean into that front leg and drop your back hip. So as you're leaning in, make sure, look at my knee is still over my ankle. So your foot's got to be far enough out in front that your foot is not behind your knee. You still have a nice base of support underneath you. Drop your right hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring your hands down inside your left foot. Walk your left foot out to the edge of the mat. Let it drop to the outside pinky toe side of the foot. So you're externally rotating this front hip. Maybe press on it a little bit. You're on the outside border of your foot, which is the pinky toe side. My right hip is dropped. My toe is long. And when you're ready, you can stay here if you like. You can also walk it down to your forearms, to the ground, prop up on blocks. So we're just in a nice lizard lunge here. We're working on lengthening our legs, opening our hips. Okay. Walk your hands back in when you're ready. Walk your left foot in so you have a nice base of support. Bring yourself up into a twist, reach back for this right foot. Your heel, your toe, whatever you can grab. Maybe use a strap. Couple breaths here. And when you're ready, you're going to bring your hands down to frame your front foot. You're going to step back into plank. You're going to exhale through chaturanga. You're going to inhale cobra or up dog. You're going to exhale down dog. From down dog, drop your knees wide onto the mat. Untuck your toes. Come back into a wide-legged child's pose. Bend your elbows, bring your hands to the back of your neck. This is also a good spot to put blocks under your elbows to prop your elbows up and stretch more through your shoulder. So if that feels good, you can do that. On your next inhale, reach back out. Walk yourself all the way onto your stomach. Okay, so you're laying on your stomach. You're going to stretch your right arm and your left arm out. You're going to turn your head so your right cheek is down. You're going to use your left hand to kind of roll yourself onto your right shoulder. And you can bend your left knee as a prop to put it behind you. So my right arm is behind me straight. My right leg is out straight. My left leg is bent. My right arm is just helping to keep me propped up. This is a shoulder opener for the right, but we're also twisting through our spine. Couple breath here, and then you know we're going to roll to the other side. So when you're ready, slowly come out of it. You're going to come through your stomach, extend your left arm out, bend your right arm in, left cheek on the mat, left leg long, right leg bent. Opening your left shoulder, twisting through your spine. Exhale, come on back through center. Inhale, just fill your body with breath and tuck your toes. Exhale, press up into plank. Right hand to the center, roll to the outside border of your feet. Lift your left arm, lift your hips, side plank. Gaze up. You can lift your top leg if you want, but you don't have to feel like wedded to doing that. You can lengthen your top arm. As long as your hips are up, you can even flip a little bit if you want to. And when you're ready, come back through plank. Exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Couple breaths here. We haven't really done down dog, or stayed in down dog, I should say. So if you want to walk it out, you can. If you want to lift your heels on an inhale, press your heart through, drop your heels on an exhale. Usually feels good, works out some kinks. When you're ready on your next inhale, come back to plank. Left hand to the center, roll to the outer border of your left foot, right arm high. Absolutely no pressure to do the same thing as you did on the other side. In fact, don't. Do something different. And when you're ready, come out of it through plank, chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot through. Peel that back heel down. I want you coming all the way up, warrior two. So press your hips open. Bend your right knee, sink into it. Arms are long. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, float back, peaceful warrior. Inhale, lengthen your front leg. Exhale, windmill your arms down. You're going right into triangle on the right. So it really just depends on what your exercise and stretching in your week has been like, how lengthened your legs feel. So you can use a block under your right hand. Your right hand can be on your shin. You want to have like a micro bend in your knees, so like I can move my legs. I'm not stuck here. Open your heart. Gaze down at your front foot if you want to bring your block with you. We're going to press off and move into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. So my right foot is grounded. I have my right hand on a block. My left leg is lifted. My foot is flexed. My left arm is lifted. Option to come up off of that block. Maybe bring your hand towards your heart. Really important in balance poses that you have a drishti or a focal point. And when you've had enough, as slow and as careful as you got in, step back into warrior two on the right. Beautiful. Inhale, turn your toes to the front, lengthen your arms up. Exhale, open warrior two to the back of your mat. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, float back, peaceful warrior. Inhale, lengthen your front leg. Exhale, windmill down into triangle on the left. Okay? Gaze up at your hand. A few breaths here. You already know where we're going next, so don't jump to that already. Enjoy the moment of triangle. Open your heart. When you're ready, gaze down at your front foot. Bend your front knee. Press off your back foot. Maybe it takes you a step or two. And you move into Ardha Chandrasana on the left, half moon. Maybe you have a block, maybe you don't. Maybe you can lift your hand, fire up your leg and your top arm. It'll hold you in a lift. And when you're ready, come back down as carefully as you got into it. Warrior two. Inhale, turn your toes to me. Arms go up. Exhale, hands heart center. Good. I want you to turn your toes in and your heels out. I want you to inhale and lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Maybe your hands come to the floor. Maybe your hands walk behind you. This is just a nice place to be in an inversion. If you feel like it, you can move into headstand from here. So I like to have my hands crisscross together, my forearms on the mat, and then I press them out so they can't move. So my head goes in between my hands and my forearm. It's nice and sturdy place for me to put that. And once you have your nice square base, you fire up that core and you lift your legs. Press down through your forearms and your shoulders. Careful, careful, careful. Breathing. If you're in a forward fold, that's fine. Stay there. All of these are inversions. When you're ready, you're going to come out as careful as you came in. We're also going to be in a forward fold when you're done. Everyone shake your head out. Everyone inhale, halfway lift. So hands are on the floor. Wide-legged forward fold. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Left arm stays down. Left hand on the mat. Exhale, right arm lift. Twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold down. You're going to switch hands. So now your right hand's going to stay down and your left arm's going to lift up. So you're going to twist. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands come down. I want you to just turn your heels in and your toes out, because all we're going to do is move into a squat from here. So it might feel good to have a block underneath you that you're going to land your hips on, okay? And your block is 3 different heights, like a small, medium, and a large. So do what you need. Maybe you like 2 blocks for this supported squat, okay? But we're still going to work on opening our hips just a little bit more. Almost done. So your feet are flat on the mat. Your hips are lower than your knees. I'm using my elbows to press my legs open. Okay. And if you like, put your right hand down on the ground, left arm up. If you want to make this more of a bind, you wrap your right arm around your right leg, and your left arm is behind you. So I'm going to bind around my right leg, which is another reason why I like to do supported squat, because then I can actually emphasize some other things and I can open my heart and twist my spine. This also feels like a really good shoulder stretch on the right. When you're ready to come out, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands, heart center. Good. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Bring your chin to your chest. Left ear, left shoulder. Chin to your chest. Good. Bring your gaze back to center, inhale. Exhale, do the other side. Left arm down, right arm up. Again, if you want to come into that bind, you wrap around that left leg so your hands are clasped behind. If they don't reach, use a strap. Keep your hips open, lift your heart and your gaze maybe towards the sky. And when you've had enough, lengthen out of your bind, come back to the center, press those hips open one more time. I want you to reach around your legs so that you can bring them closed. And we'll come onto our mat. We're going to do Namaste or our boat. Okay? So our Friday vibes include going on a boat. Right? So your boat, everyone's boat looks a little bit different, right? Some of them are more like a canoe, some of them are more like a big old yacht. Doesn't really matter. Get your weight on your bottom. Bring your toes in. Maybe put your hands behind your legs. Whatever you're doing, your spine is long. Okay? So if your spine looks like this, that's not correct. You have to adjust something. You have to be up on your seat. You have to have a long spine. Which is why, go ahead and move into your boat. Some of us are going to stay right here with our hands behind our legs and our toes barely off the mat. If you can keep your spine long and extend your legs, do it. If you can keep your spine long and extend your arms, do it. One more breath here. Exhale, come down, extended. Inhale, come up. 5 of these. Inhale, lengthen. That's 1. Up, down, 2. Up, down, 3. Up. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you come in. And then 1 more. Up, 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 up. Hold your boat. Can you reach inside your feet? Can you maybe hold your toes? Can you extend your legs out so you're in a nice seated stretch? Spine long, spine long, spine long. And then bring your feet in. You come right into seated butterfly, where we started. Long spine, lengthen. Exhale, fold into your hips. Maybe walking yourself down, maybe farther than you started. I don't know. Hopefully your hips are more open now than when we started. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, roll right on down to the mat. Bring your knees with you. So you bring your knees to your chest. Let them both fall to the left. Extend your arm to the right. I do a cactus arm on the right. And then I use my left hand to pull my knees to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, drop on the other side. So now my knees go left. My left arm is bent like a cactus. I gaze at my left hand. My right hand helps pull my knee over. Inhale, come back through center. You're going to rock and roll and come back to your seat. I'm just going to close with a little quiet time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands, heart center. Close your eyes. Come back to your attention. As I sit here, it's Friday afternoon. I let go of my whole entire week. I'm energized and enthusiastic. The weekend I'm ready for whatever opportunities may come my way during some downtime. And just open my heart and open my mind. The peace and the love that is inside of me that can be shared if I let it out, if I'm open to the opportunity. The light and the love inside of me sees, honors, and cherishes the light and the love inside of you. If that feels good to you, you can bow your head with me and say, thanks for joining me here on a Friday. I hope you're poised for a great weekend, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye.